stolen from us. A decade on, she remains tragically dead, but the questions as to what really happened that night remain very much alive. Recently, new evidence suggests a connection to Chris Martin, the singer with the popular British group Coldplay. Was Chris in on a cover-up? Do Coldplay's lyrics contain coded references to what really happened that night? The Church of Chris Martin investigates.
July 1997. Anthony Martin is working for a major accountancy firm based in London. One of the accounts he looks after is that of the Al-Fayed family, owners of London's prestigious Harrods store. He receives a letter from them asking him to start putting an inventory of their business concerns together in preparation for a will to be drawn up. It appears that they were concerned that an attempt or attempts against their life were going to be made. Also that month, his son Chris Martin, a history undergraduate at University College London, having toyed with starting a boy band called Petrels, forms an indie band called Starfish with 3 friends. August 31st, 1997. Princess Diana, the best bride in the British royal family, dies in mysterious circumstances in a car crash in Paris. With her is the father of her unborn child, Dodi Al-Fayed, a Muslim. May 1999. At Chris Martin's graduation ceremony, his father has a little too much to drink. As Chris, then a teetotal, takes him home in a taxi, his father mumbles something about a plot to kill the people's princess. Chris, surprised at his father's uncharacteristic behaviour, leaves him slumbering on the sofa and goes to his study. There he begins to search through his father's papers from before Diana's death. The papers he finds, including the original letter, confirm that Mohammed Al-Fayed believed not only was there a plot against his life, but that the British royal family were behind it. Chris also finds an envelope stuffed with newspaper clippings about Diana, the Al-Fayeds, and MI6. Later that month, Chris Martin's band signed a 6-album deal with EMI. They immediately enter the studio, but by the time their debut album Parachutes is released in 2001, Chris's lyrics have taken on a new political edge. Do Coldplay songs contain hidden references to the plot to kill Diana? If he was in on the secret, Chris Martin would certainly be worried that he would become a target by speaking out, so perhaps he hid his knowledge in cryptic lyrics. In Yellow, for instance, I wrote a song for you, Chris sings to her, and all the things you do, but why were they all yellow? As Chris says, I drew a line for you, and in Paris a line means a route on the metro. Line 1, Chateau de Vincennes, La Défense, runs immediately under the Pont d'Alma tunnel. And what colour is used to symbolise this line on all metro maps? Yellow. And after that fateful night, her skin and bones, her physical life and work, did indeed turn into something beautiful, her immortal life, in all our hearts. But it was with Coldplay's second LP that Chris grew in confidence and began to really hammer the point home. The opening track, The Angry Grind of Politic, contains the scene of Diana expiring on the asphalt, surrounded by paparazzi. Open up your eyes. And Chris's call for openness in the investigation of the case. Give me real, don't give me fake. And the title of the song shows the larger political issues involved aren't lost on him either. This fact is reflected in the change of name to Coldplay, referring to Brzezinski's The Grand Chessboard, the covert international battle for supremacy on the world political stage between the European Christian empires of the 19th and 20th century and the Asian Muslim powers of the 21st. Diana's death was only one move in that game. The players thought she was a pawn, but she was a queen. In My Place and God Put a Smile Upon Your Face both contain more references to metro lines, but it is the former song which contains Chris's last word. She was lost, but the truth has yet to come out. How long must we wait for it? How long before Diana will come back and sing to me? We don't know. Maybe the truth will never come out. But Coldplay's albums sell in the millions, and if only a few people put together the clues and figure out what Chris is really saying, that means the numbers are growing who will demand answers. Until then, we will have to learn to deal with death and all of his friends.
Just because I'm losing doesn't mean I'm lost. Doesn't mean I'll stop. Doesn't mean I'm across. Just because I'm hurting doesn't mean